Have you ever heard a story so scary it brought a country to its knees? Not just a campfire tale, but a real-life panic that emptied streets and had police patrolling for a ghost. This is the story of Kuchisake-Onna, the slit-mouthed woman, and the terrifying line where folklore bleeds into reality. In the late 1970s, Japan was gripped by fear. A nationwide scare erupted, all centered around a single, horrifying figure. She was described as a woman wearing a surgical mask who would approach children walking alone at night. She'd ask them a simple question: "Am I pretty?" If they said no, she'd kill them. If they said yes, she'd rip off her mask, revealing a grotesque smile slit from ear to ear, and ask again, "How about now?" No matter the answer, the outcome was gruesome. This wasn't just a spooky story, it became a public menace. Schools sent children home in groups. Parents formed neighborhood watch patrols, and a palpable sense of terror hung over the cities. What turned this urban legend into a force that could paralyze a nation? To find the answer, we have to travel back centuries, to Japan's Edo period. The original legend is a tragic and brutal tale. It speaks of a samurai's beautiful wife, known for her vanity. When the samurai discovered she was unfaithful, his fury was absolute. He took his sword, sliced her mouth from ear to ear, and screamed, "Who will think you're beautiful now?" Her spirit, cursed and unable to find peace, was said to roam the earth as a vengeful ghost, or yokai, forever hiding her horrific scar. For generations, this was a cautionary tale, a piece of local folklore, but it lay dormant. So, what brought it roaring back to life in the 20th century? The Japan of the late 1970s was a society undergoing massive change. A new educational pressure cooker, the rise of juku or cram schools, was in full swing. This meant that for the first time, huge numbers of children were walking home by themselves, often late at night, through dark and unfamiliar streets. This created a fertile ground of anxiety for parents and communities. The media, always with its finger on the pulse, caught wind of alleged sightings. Soon, newspapers and television were buzzing with stories about the slit-mouthed woman. The legend mutated. The samurai's wife from the Edo period was gone. In her place was a modern phantom, wearing a surgical mask, a common sight in Japan, and armed not with a sword, but with a pair of deadly sharp scissors. The ancient tale had found its modern context, and the panic was ignited. But the story doesn't end there. The most chilling twist came to light in 2007 with the discovery of a coroner's report. It detailed the death of a woman in a car accident many years earlier. The report noted that at the time of her death, she was reportedly chasing children. But the most shocking detail, the one that sends a shiver down your spine, was the description of her injuries. Her mouth was slit wide, just like the legend. This one horrifying fact provided a possible real-world anchor for the entire myth. Was this woman the real Kuchisake-Onna? Or was her own personal tragedy simply absorbed into the folklore, forever blurring the line between a real person and the monster they became in our minds? It's a haunting possibility. Today, the mass panic has subsided, but the legend of Kuchisake-Onna is more potent than ever. She has transcended her Japanese origins to become a global icon of horror. You'll find her haunting the pages of manga, stalking victims in horror films, and even appearing as a terrifying boss in video games. She has carved out a permanent space in our collective nightmares, a testament to her enduring power. And so, we left with an unsettling thought as we see a lone figure walking down a street at night, her face obscured by a mask. Did a nation's anxiety breathe life into an old ghost story, creating a monster out of thin air? Or did a real-life tragedy provide the seed for a legend that grew far beyond its origins? The line between myth and reality is blurred. Was it a story that created the fear, or a real tragedy that created the story? The next time you see a woman in a surgical mask walking alone at night, what will you think? Subscribe for more horror folklore stories around the world.